The following program is rated MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Finally, show with the balls to call it like it is. Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM.
Countdown to audio torture.
The Rated R Safety Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Let the eardrum pain begin.
Forget the corporate bullshit. This is the Rated R Safety Show with your host, it doesn't matter who the host is.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Rated R Safety Show. So I guess because of the excitement that occurred last week and me talking about men grooming on Friday, guess what happened? I have our nice little friends at manscaped.com contact us. And what are they offering? Oh, something they call the Perfect Package 2.0. And what is the Perfect Package 2.0? Or you might even be asking yourself, what is Manscaped? Well, Manscaped, we were talking about men's grooming, and that's exactly what it is. It is a trimmer. It is a razor. It is something that you can use to wash yourself in a nice and gentle manner, and a reviver. So let's kind of give a breakdown real quick. The items that will come with this little package is the Lawnmower 2.0, which is an electric trimmer. The Plow, which is a safety razor. The Crop Preserver, it's an anti-shaving ball deodorant. Oh yeah, you heard me say that out loud. The Crop Reviver, and that is a toner and a refresher. And the Magic Mat. It is a set of 3 disposable shaving mats that you put on the floor while you're taking care of your grooming needs. And the Shed. It's a travel/storage bag. So if you go right now to manscaped.com and click on the Shark Tank special, that's available for you. So, didn't expect that one to come out of the woodwork, but it did. Woodwork. Well, no ranters here today because I'm not going to be reading what people are sending in. I'll probably get to that at some point next week. Maybe I'll do that during the live show. But let me not waste any of your time and get directly into the news.
More sarcasm than a Mortal Kombat beatdown. Rated R Safety Show.
Here is the news on the Rated R Safety Show.
So some people are not going to be happy about this one, but let me go ahead and go over it real quick. Checking your cell phone during work could damage your work performance. According to a new study, those performing challenging work who used a break time to check their phones did the worst on completing the task. The study assigned undergraduate students to solve challenging word puzzles, and those who took a break but didn't look at their phone performed the best. The ones allowed to look at their phones only did marginally better than those who took no break at all. So think about that real quick. Are they trying to say that you're getting distracted by when you're looking at your phone? Because are you really doing puzzle work all the time? I guess it really just matters on what kind of work you're doing. Let's continue. My friends up there in New York are not going to like this news story, but we're going to share it anyways. Looking for friendly people? Don't look at New York. A survey conducted by travel blog Big 7 Travel collected the opinions of 1.5 million travelers and found that the Empire State ranked dead last on the Friendly Index. Not surprisingly, 4 out of 5 least friendly states were all in the region. Delaware, Massachusetts, and New Jersey were all in the bottom 5. Deal with it. Actually, the news story ends by saying this: deal with it, assholes. That's terrible. Who would say that in a news story? I know it's not safety related, but maybe it's a friendly thing that needs to be looked at. So this week we've been talking about robots, but let's not stop right now. Russia sent a humanoid robot into space on Thursday, an unnamed rocket carrying a life-size android named Fedor, which we talked about last week, went into orbit to assist astronauts on the International Space Station. Part of the mission is to fine-tune the robot's motor skills in zero-gravity environment. So thank you to Fedor for joining the space station. And no, that is not Fedor Emelianenko. Because then some people might be getting their ass kicked up there. Or maybe he'd be getting his ass kicked up there. Depends on the time. That's an MMA reference, just in case if you're not familiar with the mixed martial arts world. So news to share here. AAA says gas prices are expected to drop significantly this fall. The national average should drop to about $2.40 lower this fall due to cheaper crude oil prices and autumn drop in gasoline demand. Last fall, AAA says that crude prices range between $60 and $75. In the fall, AAA expects it to range between $50 to $60. So I guess that's some good news. And AAA spreading good news, I guess that's different. Of course, let's talk about the lovely state of Florida. Tens of thousands of pythons are raising hell in Florida, attacking animals and ravaging entire ecosystems. The pythons is a growing problem to the point that public python hunt was declared in certain areas in South Florida. The Burmese pythons are invasive species and have no natural predator in Florida. But they do have a remarkable ability to swallow animals for larger than their own heads and can grow up to 20 feet in length. Holy guacamole, my friends. Stay out of South Florida, especially with those pythons. You don't want to be swallowed whole. Have you heard this coming out of San Francisco? San Francisco has introduced a sanitized ways to talk about criminals. They're getting rid of words such as offenders and addicts while changing convicted felons to justice-involved person. Yeah, you heard me. Justice-involved person. The City Board of Supervisors adopted the change last month, just as the city reels from one of the highest crime rates in the country and staggering divides in wealth, and they're trying to disguise the homelessness issues that they have in the state. I don't even know what to say there, because why would you change the titling there to justice-involved person? Come on, man. Come on. So this happened earlier in the week. Iran kicked off a massive set of war games on Thursday. Meanwhile, the country unveiled its own version of Russian missile defense system. The war games are the most recent saber-rattling show of war preparedness by the Islamic State. Iranian military honcho said that the war games will get real as forces seek to rid the country's border of anti-revolutionist terrorist groups that challenge the current regime. Well, welcome to War Games. This is not the Matthew Broderick movie. I almost said the Ferris Bueller movie. That would have really messed up the story. Did you know that humans respond to whimpering dogs the same way that they respond to crying babies? Scientists in Denmark have found, in fact, humans can figure out what the dog wants based on the nature of the whimpering. Yeah. Baby dog whimpering. Let's continue. The study also found that dogs are better at conveying what they want than cats because they're a superior creature. Yeah, tell that to cat owners. Humans in the study reported dogs whimpering was just as sad and emotionally compelling to them as crying of human babies. Aw, isn't that sad? But that's not the case, man. It's not the case. Let's stop the case. Have you heard a baby cry? Have you? Does it sound like a dog whimpering? Come on. Come on. I'm not feeling the love. Or am I? Okay, let's go into the lottery. We haven't talked about the lottery this week, but let's go ahead and give you the info. No winner of Wednesday's night Powerball drawing. Saturday's drawing will be expected to be a $50 million jackpot or a $35.7 million cash payout. I can't even say it because the money got me so excited. And then there was no winner on Tuesday's night's Mega Million drawing, but tonight the drawing will be for $90 million or a payout of $63.9 million as a cash payout. Wouldn't that be exciting if you could get either or? I don't care. I would like to have it. It'd be nice. maybe we could party together, just you and I. So here we are again at one of my favorite parts. On what day can you actually celebrate today? What a world of revolution. So here we go. Buttercorn Day. Really? Buttercorn Day? Cuban Sandwich Day. Hug Your Sweetheart Day. International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade. That's kind of a weird one. Can somebody give me more detail, please? Ride the Wind Day. That sounds like a Poison song. Is that a Poison song? I swear that's a Poison song. Somebody double check. And just in case if you don't know who Poison is, that's a 90s and early 2000s glam rock band. And you can go as far as saying it's early 80s too. National Cheap Flight Day. Oh, I didn't realize that they celebrated Frontier and Spirit Airline. National Sponge Cake Day. And last but not least, Valentino Day. Now, if you want to do a combination between all of those days together, you do that. You're going to have one hell of a celebration. I would imagine that on Fridays, they should have some kind of celebration referencing drinking, but they don't. But whatever. That's not my gig, dude and dudettes. Anyways, you've been listening to the Rated R Safety Show. I know who you are. You know who I am. Love you. Mean it. Bye.
Safety in a way never heard of before. The Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.